Delving into the abyss of humanity's darkest corners, we uncover the chilling tales of notorious individuals who left a harrowing mark on history. These serial killers, driven by deranged motives and unspeakable acts, evoke a morbid fascination with their heinous crimes. From the infamous Ted Bundy to the enigmatic Jack the Ripper, each name on this list represents a chapter in the annals of terror. 1. Pedro Lopez, 1948, claimed to have raped and killed over 300 women. Known as the Monster of the Andes. Convicted of murdering 110 girls in Ecuador and confessed to an additional 240 murders in Peru and Colombia. Released in 1998 for good behavior, current whereabouts unknown. 2. Joachim Kroll, 1933 to 1991, German serial killer who murdered at least 14 people, including children. Strangled victims with bare hands, engaged in necrophilia, and cannibalized them. Caught when a neighbor reported plumbing issues caused by human remains. 3. Gilles de Rais, 1404 to 1440, wealthy knight and lord, companion to Joan of Arc. Sodomized and murdered at least 40 children between 1432 and 1433. Lured victims with fancy clothing, lavish meals, and wine. 4. Ted Bundy, 1946 to 1989, admitted to kidnapping and murdering at least 30 women, though likely more. Modus operandi included kidnapping, raping, and dismembering female victims. Kept heads as souvenirs. 5. Jeffrey Dahmer, 1960 to 1994, convicted of murdering 17 young men. Committed acts of necrophilia and cannibalism. Attempted to turn victims into mindless sex slaves by drilling holes into their heads. 6. H. H. Holmes, 1861 to 1896, con artist who built the infamous murder castle during the 1893 Columbian Exposition. Estimated to have killed between 20 to 200 people. Used hidden rooms, chutes, and trap doors to dispose of victims' bodies. 7. Richard Ramirez, 1960 to 2013, terrorized Los Angeles during the 1980s as the Night Stalker. Brutally murdered and raped victims using various weapons. Showed no remorse for his crimes. 8. John Wayne Gacy, 1942 to 1994, convicted of raping, torturing, and murdering 33 teenage boys. Nicknamed the Killer Clown due to his job as Pogo the Clown at children's events. Executed in 1994. 9. Andrei Chikatilo, 1936 to 1994, Russian serial killer who sexually assaulted, murdered, and mutilated over 50 women and children. Nicknamed the Butcher of Rostov and the Red Ripper. Executed by firing squad in 1994. 10. Joseph James DeAngelo, 1945, identified as the Golden State Killer through DNA evidence. Committed at least 13 murders, over 50 rapes, and more than 100 burglaries. Former police officer, used training to evade capture and taunt victims.